Okay, this is awesome. I can see each tile as it's upscaling. Okay, it's really interesting. Right now, it's the model is like make my drawing like a different tile and just cut that into tiles, and they're processing each of the tile right now. As you guys can see, is processing live. And as you guys can see, if you like upscale my image, it's kind of pixelated, and the AI is like processing and adding all the details just to make, you know, not so pixelated, make it smoother. And okay, so yeah, welcome to this channel. You're watching a series of video about Swift, not Swift UI, it's ComfyUI. By the way, I was a programmer, so yeah, I also got a channel called Code with William Jamming where I share how I made apps. But you're watching like learn digital art with William Jamming, right? So yeah, you're watching a series of video of ComfyUI, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do something like this. Okay. Okay. It's been a pretty long time, nearly an hour. If you look at here, program executed in this seconds. Oh my gosh! It's so you have been warned. This process will cost you a lot of time. So but the result is amazing. Let's look at here. This is my original drawing. Let's look at some artifacts when you zoom. Okay, so you got like a really pixelated line here, as you can see, like really pixelated line, right? And like here, a little bit pixelated, right? But let's just compare a fixed part. But since the output, I can't see the output here because the output is just so big. I just opened my Google Drive. Okay, so if you look at here, you got like a really big image. Okay, I did that twice. If you look at here, the size is like a 42 megabytes. Oh my gosh, it's really big. The original one's like 2 megabytes, I believe. And so if you double click, you can get the results, and we can compare these two. Okay, so let's. Okay, this is my like original one. This is like the modified one. You can yeah, you can clearly see the difference. This is like a fine-tuned version. So let's just zoom to a specific part. As you can see, this line is really smooth, right? Really smooth. Even though you zoom it a lot, like I believe I could zoom like to the biggest right now. And if you look at here, if you zoom, okay, you can clearly see this become to get a pixelated, but here it's really smooth, no pixelation. But sometimes it will have something that is a little bit weird. Okay, so for example, this is like some missing stroke. Okay, so maybe I just like stop this stroke and stroke here, but here it will just give you like a weird like shape. So as artist, you have to like get rid of this. And but if you look at this shading, it's much better, in fact, because so let's look at the shading here. Okay, it's really smooth, right? So if you look at shading here, it's not like a really smooth transition. So if you like here, it's can I say a little bit more like a realistic shading. Okay, this is like but it kind of like changed the color, right? This is I use like a reddish color here, but this kind of just to make it like a gray. I'm not sure why they're doing this. Maybe because of the original model. Okay, and maybe I should use some like anime sort of a model. And yeah, all in all, this really get this drawing like a fine-tuning drawing. If you like here, I just like draw some random stroke back here. I'm just zooming something like this, okay? But if you look at here, you got like a really fine-tuned, smooth stroke. So the texture is really smooth. You can even see the it's like a grass or something like that, okay? But it do give you like a little bit of weird artifact like this, okay? It's like a really weird artifact. Why is doing this? I'm not sure why it's doing this. The original drawing do not have. I believe I add some sort of like the blur effect, okay? I using duplicate this and using I believe it's like a function in Procreate, just make it blur, okay? So you can get some of the reflection light, something like that. So you got a lighting area here, but right now it give me something like this, really weird line, like cutting point line. I don't know why it's giving me this. Maybe because of the blur effect. I'm using like a Gaussian blur or directional movement blur, so give me like a shining left and right effect. But this give me like this artifact. I believe it's because the tiling as well as algorithm. Okay, so just to be aware, sometimes you may need to solve this weird tiling effects while you are dealing with the finished drawing. Okay, so yeah, let's go back here. I'm not going to like go through all this one by one, but I'm going to quickly show you the logic. Okay, by the way, I'm going to share all the workflow on my Patreon, and you can click and download. Okay, so basically you got this input load image here, and you get this image of nearest SDXL resolution. So regardless of the original resolution, you can just get that resolution information. Okay, and you got width and height, and you can use the Comfy mass to plug it to A, width to A, height to A, okay? And you're going to doing the multiplication, right? Multiplication, A multiply B, A multiply B. And right now I'm multiplied by 4, so it's a primitive integer, right? Multiplied by 4, and we got the size X and Y, and we got a scale factor, scale by. Using the ultimate as the Upscaler, scale by this amount, and load the scale model. I'm using real ESR GAN, okay, 4 model, and to change the tile width and height to 1024, and then we can get a result. Of course, if you want to like get rid of artifact, I believe you can add some clip prompt here, say no tile, no some yeah, with a pixel, something like that. You enter the negative prompt and then positive prompt, like good or something like that, and you may get a better result. And of course you can change the load checkpoint. I'm using the XDSL base model. Of course you can use other model. Just you want add more weight to your model. Okay, so if you want to like change the style of your final results. But as you guys can see, since it's upscale, it kind of like most of the time respect my original drawing here. So the output is just a fine-tuned version, an upscaled version of my original one, but it kind of got the tile artifact at the end. So that's the that thing you have to take in mind. So maybe you have to make the step not so much. Okay, right now the step is like a 20. You maybe need to like get it down a little bit in order to get rid of artifact. But the thing is, this time spent on upscale is crazy. Upscale 2 image, I still spend nearly 2 hours doing that. So yeah, don't do this unless absolutely necessary. Okay, and yeah, that's what I have in mind. Okay, hope this video helpful. Bye.